guys, this coverage is brought to you by the Mutant Nation. I am here with the giant killer, Shaun Clarida, your reigning, defending 212-pound Olympia champion.
That's right.
And he's about to try to defend this championship in the few short coming weeks. Right now, we're at the USA Championships here in Arizona, where it's hotter than hell. But Shaun, you are looking big as a house today. How much are you weighing?
Around 195.
195 pounds. I remember you told me a year ago that you were 177 when you won.
Absolutely. So we were 177 when I won. I got up to about 190 my off season for that prep. This year we got up to about 201.
Okay.
So we're looking to be on stage nowhere less than maybe 183, 184. But at the same time, keeping the midsection tight, bringing that same conditioning, just a little bit more fuller look.
Okay, don't adjust your sets. I'm not Shaquille and he's not Kobe. But what I wanted to ask you was, so how has it been being the champion for a year? It's been a very strange year.
Yeah.
Not a typical one. You haven't been able to get on the airplanes and fly all around and represent the title the way you wanted to. But we're slowly getting back there.
Yeah.
What do you see as the reigning champion? What do you see about defending the title? It's a different type of a mindset, isn't it?
No, for me it's the same mindset. You know, I kind of told myself I'm going to still put that underdog mentality where I'm still chasing the title.
Okay.
So for me to sit home and dwell on having the title, that doesn't work for me. I put the title away. In my mind, I'm still chasing like I never had it. And at the same time, I understand I have the title, but the goal is to keep that title for as long as I want. Like you said, it's been a crazy year. I have been traveling a lot thanks to my sponsors. Obviously, we're here at the USA Championship, supporting the athletes, the NPC. But yeah, it's been a great year. We're 2 weeks out. I'm excited, Shaun. I'm ready to get back to Orlando, defend that title, and get number 2.
Well, it's avenues like this, Shaun, I'm going to school him a little bit, that you take the opportunities to recognize your sponsors. This is where we do it at. These are the guys that help keep the grease on the chain. Who are they?
Also, like you know, it's about the business of bodybuilding.
Yes.
You know, we wouldn't be here without the sponsors, the teams, Raw Nutrition, Revive, MD, Mega Fit Meals, and of course, Gas Official. These guys have been in my corner for a long time, supporting me before I won the title.
Yeah. And
here we are now, 2 weeks out. I'm looking to bring another title home for myself and for them as well.
And one of the things that you told me was you don't do this alone, man. You got a lady behind you pushing that whole thing, so we don't want to leave her out. Tell me how important that is.
That's Lady GK at home, Rosangela. She's been rocking and rolling me since 2015, before I was even winning shows.
Yeah.
She believed in me back then, and we've been rocking and rolling, training every day together. We're doing cardio at 4 o'clock in the morning. She's pushing me, motivating me. She's not a yes woman. If I look like shit, she'll tell me I look like shit. Because I'm doing it for myself and for her. And she's hungry just like I am.
Well, you got the title, but there's got to be some things that you're actually working on, because with winning also comes getting picked apart. And that's what we do as analysts. We try to find the weaknesses in the champion. What are the things in your mind that you're really concentrating on to make a difference this year?
I totally agree. Even with the title, there's still areas that I want to improve upon for myself. A little bit more back thickness. Obviously, the calves have always been a weak part of mine. A little bit more upper chest. Just overall, a little bit more fuller everywhere. Like I said, we'll be about 5-6 pounds bigger this year, and you'll definitely see a big difference.
As the champion, are you paying attention? Like, we're here at the USA's, you're looking at these cats, and next week it'll be, Tampa Pro, and then after that there's a Texas show. On these contests, are you looking at the guys out there? Is there somebody that you got your eye on? I mean, listen, Kamal was a great defending champion that you vanquished. Derek Lunsford is no slouch. Are you looking at these guys, paying attention to what they're doing?
Never.
No.
I've never been motivated by my competition. That's no disrespect. But I always said, me taking a minute out of my day to focus on them takes away from me, and that can't happen.
Yeah, it's interesting because we're in a different day and age. I mean, everything comes back to my own point of reference. I used to get the magazines, go to the bookstore, have them delivered to my house, and I'm looking at the guys I got to compete against in admiration. Not so much like picking them apart, but I admired the calves of a Dorian Yates. I was blown away by the biceps of a Flex Wheeler type. So I was inspired by looking at those guys. You sometimes scroll through and look at these guys and go, wow, this is impressive. I need to work on this.
Yeah, no, I totally respect him. Like Kamal, he said, was an amazing champion. He was very much improved last year.
Yeah.
Derek Lunsford, he's a freak of nature. George Peterson, all these guys. Even the Keon Peterson coming up, he's going to be definitely a threat for the title.
It's Keon Pearson, but we'll call him Peterson. We don't know who you are right now. But he was good. We saw him compete.
Yes.
He was a little bit watery at the Chicago Pro by comparison to you, but he's a guy that's in the conversation. What do you make of that kid?
No, like you say, he's a kid, man, and I think he's going to do very well. When you say watery, I mean, I think it just comes with age.
Yeah.
You know how that works.
The hardness.
That comes with age, and he'll definitely be there. And I don't know what his goals are for the future, but if he continues on the right path, getting better and better every year, who knows? The future's bright for him.
So what do you think for the 212? What does it need? Is the division exactly what you expected it to be? Because these guys are much taller. You took out everybody. But what would you like to see with the 212? Is there anything that it's missing? Is there any type of ambitions you have for that division?
No, I just want to see the class grow.
Yeah.
You know, grow as far as getting more pro shows for us. Obviously, more sponsorship opportunities. We can always raise the prize money. That would be awesome for us. You know, we're just mini bodybuilders like compared to the Oakland guys.
Well, I remember, speaking of mini, I met this guy, what was it, 2010 in New Jersey?
Yeah.
At the Shaun Ray Muscle Camp in New Jersey, Diamond Gym with John Kemper. And you were just a fan. You were just there to learn.
I was still an amateur. I came to learn from you, Kai, Kevin, all you guys. I'm still a fan.
And here we are, 11 years later, sitting on top of the Olympia 212 division. You didn't inherit it. You took the title from the champion. And we're going to be looking for that to happen as you defend the title October 7th to the 10th in Orlando, Florida, with the Giant Killer carrying on the famous name of Shaun. And we're also going to see him in Hawaii.
Oh, come
November
to
the 20th. Is it your first time in Hawaii?
First time.
Going to come out there as a special guest, actually on a little mini vacation. We may wind up getting him to take his shirt off, but that's not why he's coming. But Hawaii is ripe with guys like Shaun's height. So they're all, I asked them all, who do you want to see? And they said, Shaun Clarida, not because you were the champion of the 212, but because you're a great representative of the 212 division. We're going to get a good close-up look at him on the pay-per-view at MrOlympia.com in Orlando, Florida, October 7th to the 10th. For the Giant Killer, Shaun Clarida, I'm Shaun Ray.
See you guys soon.